Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Ryan Saplin here, fat loss strength coach, coming to you today with a video about hip pain, improving hip musculature to reduce hip pain, and hopefully teach you some exercises for your hips, some stretches for hip pain, so that way you can reduce issues with your hips. So I'm going to show you the same stretch that I've seen in some other videos that I've made on my channel that's on the opposite side, so that way you can see it from this side here. Because this is a really important stretch, and a lot of people do it incorrectly when they're trying to relieve hip pain. You're trying to get hip pain relief, and one of the things to consider when you get hip pain relief is being able to make sure that you get proper glute activation. This is the most important part. People just passively stretch to this hip, and you do get some relief, and it does help. But the problem is this glute isn't firing enough, and you need to be able to use this muscle. So what I'm going to have you do to help improve that is focus on first releasing the hip, so that way it's not too tight, you're not stretching it, you don't feel a stretch. Because being in this position, you might actually feel a bit of a stretch. But be here, and then what you're going to do from this position is you're going to squeeze, you're going to rotate this pelvis forward. So just imagine a dial here, I'm turning this way. I'm going to rotate my hips forward like this. That way I can squeeze this glute. And if you do this correctly, you might actually feel your hip flexor stretch even without bending into this front leg. Think of it trying to make your butt flat as you can with your lower back. You're trying to make it flush. So it might help for you to back off a little bit, then roll forward, contract that glute, then go forward with the right knee. And that way, you keep this back foot straight, of course. You're going to rotate this posterior tilt, squeeze this glute as tight as you can right here, and then really, then from here, you're going to push your body forward. Okay, and then of course what you can also do to kind of help improve that posterior tilt is to lean on your arm here, or lean on this leg, and then rotate this hip forward, squeeze this glute as tight as you can, and then open up your body. Use your hands to rest on your other leg to open up your hip while keeping this steady, keeping this stationary, and then tilting to the opposite side, or maybe moving this front knee of my right leg that you see on camera forward. That way you can open the stretch here while locking this glute in place. And you can tilt your body out to the right, open up this hip. And you hold this for about 90 seconds to 2 minutes to not just stretch the hip, but also activate the glute while the hip is stretching. So this is a really important concept. I talk about it more in my strategy guide. There'll be a link over here for you to click on, or a link in the description, my hip pain strategy guide. It has more in depth to kind of help you tackle your problem depending on your circumstance, whether you do more weightlifting or running. Anyways, thanks for watching my video. Click like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye.